chance I bet. You can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Thursday, baby, day before Beard Bud Friday. I'm so glad y'all come by and join us. It is. It's been a... Ooh, we'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, Jan Beats is here. Thank you very much, Jan. Thank you for coming in. Followed by Megawet Willie. Destiny Phillips is with us. Thank you very much. Dwayne Dwizzle. Thank you, buddy. Richard Phillips is here. The remixtress. Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, buddy. And Gene Shanky. Hello, baby. Yes, Karen. Again. How you doing, darling? Karen Van Wyck is here. Elena Jars is here. Debbie Marie, Carol Gillens, thank you for being here. Dorothy Tyndall, Tracy Tobias, I just waved at her over the fence just a minute ago. Sue Van 50, my buddy Keith Thompson up in Minneapolis, Minnesota, thank you, brother, for being here. Dennis Utenreiner, thank you, brother, for always being here. We appreciate it tremendously. The Feral Female Society is in the house, baby. Thank you very much for being here. BW's here. My buddy Ohio Dad 70, my buddy Joe up in Columbus, Ohio. Tell Steve I said hello. I hope he's listening in too. Thank you for being here. Jess Coggins. Let me see. Michael Falbister is here. Thank you, buddy. Stephanie Dane. There he is. Jay Clayton right underneath it. The couple is together, I suspect. Anyway, we're glad to always have the continuing romance of Stephanie Dean and Jay Clayton. It's a Blue Dot thing, baby. Debbie Marie, thank you for being here. Let me see. I got to catch up down here. Who's here? Michael James is here. Donna Bonacosi. How you doing, darling? How's Fred? I hope everything is well. Autumn is here, baby. Things your pond ought to be looking good. The ducks and all that should be out there, baby. Thank you for being here. Sherry P., thank you. Mary Humphreys, appreciate you being here. Well, I got something in my head here, so I might as well just dump it out here on the table and get this out of my way because it just kind of pissed me off. It was really kind of a small story. Small headline. Wasn't a big headline. It's just a little headline over there. Being all inconspicuous. But when I read it, it's one of those things that just triggers all that other shit. And the headline was, House approves $1 billion for Israel for their Iron Dome defense system. Well, my, wasn't that easy? Why is that so easy? It pisses me off because we are in the middle of a very important week. As a matter of fact, the vote's supposed to come up on Monday. We've got two bills, the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill and the $3.5 budget package that we're trying to get done. We can't get that shit done. Oh no, pray tell, there's all sorts of problems we have to work out before we can get this. There's all sorts of debates we have to have. We have to have information. Check this shit out. How's it learned to? What's it going to do with the economy? What's it going to do with the inflation? Israel needs $1 billion. Get out the checkbook, baby. Throw that over to you. Bet your ass. We tip well, too, don't we? Hell, yes, we do. Right now, the battle between the moderates and the progressives, and they're trying to work all the shit out before we can get this done. And after looking at it, I'll put my 2 cents in. After looking at everything, no, I'm with the progressives on this. This is what we agreed to do months ago. Months ago, when the Senate passed the damn infrastructure bill, this was the deal that was on the table, and everybody said, yeah, let's go for it, and all of a sudden we're here, and we're going, well, shit, I don't know about this, Bob. What do you think? Well, I don't know. This corporate infrastructure, the corporate tax rate, I don't know. That's, we're asking a whole lot of them corporations that aren't paying a damn dime. Going back and forth over the top rate, trying to move it from 37% to 39.6. Oh my God, the rich, what will they do? Oh my God, they're going to probably have to fire one of the butlers maybe. Ooh, that could throw a wrench into everything. What shall we do? Then we have the debt ceiling. which the Republicans are saying right now, stick it up your butt, we're not doing it. Go ahead and let the country default on this shit because who cares? They want to hurt this country. You know, we had this same battle when Obama was in 2011 and in 2013. When the Republicans held the debt ceiling hostage, baby. Hostage. They wanted concessions, baby. They want something. Hey, you want us to pass your debt ceiling or increase your debt ceiling? You want to look good? Well, give us something. You think anything has changed? Hell no. That's what they are. To quote Mitch McConnell, the debt ceiling is a hostage worth ransoming. That was in 2011. The debt ceiling is a hostage worth ransoming. Meaning, hey, I can get something for this, baby. You want to save you a nice little country you have here. Too bad if it would just default on all its bills. Oh, who ran up those bills? Well, we did, but let's don't talk about that. We have to face the situation as it is right now. The situation that the damn orange anus administration put everything on the freaking credit card, and the credit card's due, and the Republicans are going, gee, I forgot my wallet. It's a plan, baby, to disrupt and hurt this country as much as the Republicans can. While they continue on with their little farce about how the election was stolen, Donnie is now trying to pressure Greg Abbott, my governor, that we need to do an audit on this 2020 election here. He won this state. He won this state, and he is still writing a letter to Greg Abbott trying to tell him get the damn audit here because it's not about the win. It's about keeping the lie alive. Oh, look, they're going to audit Texas. Well, didn't Donnie win Texas? Yeah, but we heard there was a lot of fraud, so I'm glad they're doing it. It's the same freaking game the Republicans are playing over and over and over again with this shit. So, yeah, even when they win. Meanwhile, in America, 1 dead, 12 injured in a Kroger in Collierville, Tennessee, not too far from Memphis. So just another day in America where Americans die, where our politicians sit up there. What did former Senator Claire McCaskill, while the Democrats run around like a bunch of idiots trying to get something done. Look at what they're arguing over. A small increase in the top rate for the top Americans in this country, who 2% doesn't mean squat to them. Or the corporate tax rate. Oh my God. Anyway. Before we bring in everybody, let me thank everybody. Let me see. First, I want to thank Ernest Washington, because he subscribed to our YouTube channel. Ernest, welcome to the family, bub. We appreciate having you. Thank you and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And let me see. Ardessa, also known as Purple Moon Dragon, came in with a $5 donation and said, "Woo, baby, good news." No cancer. Love you all. Love you back, baby. That is good news, baby. That's news his family was waiting to hear. Thank you so much for the donation, but thank you so much for that message, baby. Good deal. And Jeremy McDonald came in with a $5 donation through Super Chat. Jeremy, thank you very much. And Gary Spring, our buddy up in Canada, came through with a $20 donation. Gary, thank you, brother, all the way up in Canada. We appreciate it. Anyway, what a day. Oh, y'all don't want to even hear about beginning Monday. Anyway, hey, Spark, what's going on, brother?
What's going on? I was reading some stuff here.
Yeah?
But I come across something that made me go, well, that's good.
Yeah, we need
United Airlines is 97% vaccinated.
A major corporation like that?
Yeah. But next week, if you're not vaccinated, they're going to start firing people.
Oh, get a lawyer. I demand I have my job. No, kiss off. Get out of here. Good. Good. That is good news.
That's what I want to see more people do.
Yes. Yes, corporate America needs to do this. Get your vaccine or get another job. You know, I hear they're hiring at the dump. No, I went to the dump today. The guy was wearing a mask and was vaccinated, baby. I asked. Anyway, Spark, thank you for being here. And let me see who. Johnny Fly. Johnny Fly, all the way up in Pennsylvania. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. Now,
Good.
where rain stopped, now the cold fronts come through. And actually, I'm seeing 66 degrees.
Well, there you go. There you go. It cooled off down here, too.
Yeah, fall's in the air now.
It is indeed. We're waking up to the lower 70s, and afternoons are like 85. Perfect, baby. If you just stay that way, I'd be just tickled to death all the time. Well, I can't say that. I prefer it to be a little warmer when I go swimming.
I got one 98-degree day left, I think.
And then y'all are going to start dipping down?
Yep.
Well, good deal. Everybody needs to cool off. It's that time of year. Let's just don't go too freaking low. Let's don't go overboard with the shit. We went overboard with the heat. Let's don't go overboard with the damn low temperatures. Let's bring in Bill Jones, our buddy out in North Carolina. Bill, how are you? It's Thursday.
Well, sir, how are you?
I am doing fine. I am doing fine. Momentarily had a lapse of memory, and all of a sudden it dawned on me it's Thursday. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a rough week at the dock, but I'm kicking, so that's a good thing.
That's always the major goal here. Keep kicking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, you got something for us, Bill?
Well, I thought about a few things to do, and I was thinking about reading an article, and then I decided, I'm going to do something different.
All right.
So
What's different?
This week I thought I would share some facts about some things that most people won't know, and maybe next time I'll do something serious. I got a funny thing coming up in a week or two that I'm working on right now. It's pretty funny stuff.
That's great, but facts are something we could all use.
In there too,
Huh?
A little humor never helps. Never hurts.
No. If we can't laugh, if I stop laughing, we got major problems at this house, baby. I'll blow a gasket if I can't find something to laugh at.
I'll mix it up every week and throw something a little different at you. But I thought, well, what can I share with people that most people in the Blue Dot family don't know? And I thought, how about places I've been that they haven't been? And one place that I know that people haven't been or spent much time in, and I would be willing to bet that I've spent more time there than anyone in the Blue Dot family if that's not true. Let's get together and share stories. But I decided to share some facts about the Pentagon.
Someplace I have not been. I have not been to the Pentagon.
I highly recommend you go up there and take a tour. You can simply Google Pentagon tours. They haven't reconvened them yet. They're in recess as of last summer. End of June versus July, they cut tours out. But they normally give tours out 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Thursday and noon to 4 on Friday. It's a Monday through Friday thing. They do it 6 hours a day on Monday through Thursday and then 4 hours on...
That must be an amazing place to work, Bill. It has to be.
It's huge. Well, I wrote down a few facts I'll share with you. It'd take about 4 or 5 minutes to go through, but some of them are very interesting.
Go ahead.
I wrote a lot of it off the top of my head, and then I did a little bit of research and added a couple things. But basically, when you consider it has a shopping concourse,
a what?
It has numerous it has a shopping concourse. Like
okay.
It has its own mall. It has numerous snack bars, cafeterias, food courts, dining rooms, banks, a subway station, a bus station. Basically, like a little city within a city. It is a huge complex.
Indeed. It has to service a lot of people.
Yeah, well, and to give you a little background, here's some of the numbers. Number one, ironically, it broke ground. They broke ground to build the building September 11th, 1941, 60 years to the day before the 9/11 attack. Interesting.
Wow.
It is the world's largest non-high story building. 6,600,000 square feet. It has three times the office space of the Empire State Building, which I thought was interesting.
Wow.
Empire
Instead of going up, it's spread out. It covers a lot of acreage.
Yep. It has 7,754 windows. It has 16,350 light fixtures. It has 17 and a half miles of corridors and hallways, if you can imagine that.
Damn.
17 and a half miles.
You can go for a walk,
Okay.
couldn't you? Get lost in that shit.
But ironically, it only takes about 7 to 8 minutes, depending on your speed of walk, to walk from the furthest point of the, it's got 5 points on it, 5 points, 5 sides. Okay.
Right.
Anyway, you get the deal. But horizontally on the same floor, you can walk from end to end in about 7.5 minutes. Ironically. Yeah, interesting.
Boy, howdy shit.
I think that has to do with this geometry,
Everything in that building was planned.
Yep.
You know.
There was a time it was built, it only had one elevator. It had countless amounts of stairways and ramps, but
Yeah, it's
as
been
you know,
upgraded.
After September 11th, they have now 71 passenger elevators. Anyway, the building itself sits on 28.5 acres, which is interesting because the inside building acreage is 583. Of course, that's much fun. Everyone knows to tell you. I had a question too, but if anybody knows, I'll give you a couple seconds. Won't give you long enough to Google it. But how many stories does the Pentagon have?
Oh, Bill, I know the answer to that.
Right.
Millions of stories. Millions.
So that kind of crime.
Oh, you're talking about physical story.
I pretty sure it said floors.
How many floors?
There are 5 above ground floors, and there are 2 subterranean floors. The 5 above ground floors are labeled in the elevator 1 through 5.
Right.
And the basement floors are labeled B and M. B is for basement, and M is for mezzanine. That's the sub-basement. Yep. That's where I lived.
You could probably make a list of how many people have heard the word mezzanine before. And what it is.
Yep, but it houses 26,000 plus employees. Right now, I think it's about 27,600. Besides the shopping mall, there's 5 food stores. There's 7 stores. I already discovered that. Oh, yeah. I hit this one site, and it had all these weird stats I thought was interesting. I always knew there was a lot, but I didn't know it was this many. Over 7,000 electrical outlets, 691 drinking fountains, 131 stairways, 19 escalators, and 71 elevators.
Boy, howdy shit. That's a big place. Like I said, it has to be. Yeah.
You get lost. I got lost too.
I
First
would
time
imagine.
I was there 2.5 years, and I didn't know my butt from a hole in the ground. By the time I finished a total of 7 years in the Pentagon, and at the end, I was starting to get to know my way where. But keep in mind, my time there was all before 9/11.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Times have changed since then, haven't they?
Yeah.
Coggins.
I would love to go. I would love to go on a tour now that they've refurbished the place and built a lot of new stuff. But it's a gigantic, huge thing. And when you tour DC, make sure to put the Pentagon in there because it will blow your mind.
Yeah.
The level of security is, even if you're with a tour group, the level of security is very strict.
I would imagine.
And
as well, it should be now.
And you should know to leave your movie cameras and cameras at home because there's no photography allowed on the tour.
Just Coggins wants to know how many times you can go around the world with the electrical wires that are in the Pentagon.
Oh my God!
And you have to throw in computer cables too. You have to, because it's it's electrical. It's carrying nothing.
How many maintenance electricians do they have?
That's a good question, Spark. Plenty of them, I bet.
Just a few little facts about the Pentagon. There's some wonderful thing. I put together some stuff for next time. I was going to do a question and answer section about the White House, the Oval Office and questions about president, and I have a list of 6 or 8. I'd just make an even 10 of quotes that you'll never guess who said that, and that'll be on my.
Oh, that'll be good.
On my phone.
Guess who said this?
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Always a little quiz.
Here's one that I found very interesting, and I asked 3 of my neighbors, and none of them had a clue.
Huh.
And I know this from being involved with the White House for about a year and a half. But anyway, who was the first president to ever sit in the Oval Office? And I warn you, it's a trick question.
To sit in the Oval Office. Was it FDR?
Well, you know what? I'm going to give you a star for that, John, because you're technically right. However, you have to remember that the West Wing was built by Teddy Roosevelt in 1902.
Right.
Okay? In 1909, he was elected by late, William Howard Taft became president. And he decided to put the Oval Office at the south end of the West Wing.
All right.
So the Oval Office was first known as the Oval Office in 1909, and William Howard Taft sat in it, but it was called the Taft Office.
The Taft Office. It didn't become the Oval Office until later.
Right.
Yeah.
In 1929, there was a fire. And in 1933, they just decided to abolish that and, demolish that end of the West Wing and the reach of it. And FDR wanted the Oval Office to be in the southeast corner, which is right adjacent to the Rose Garden. That's where it is. And it's been that way ever since. So since it officially became the Rose Garden in 1934, the first president to sit in the Oval Office was FDR. You're correct.
Yep.
Not many people know that.
Yeah, that's the one point I remember is when the Oval Office was rebuilt, FDR was the first one to occupy what we now know as the Oval Office.
Yep.
Anyway, Justice Coggins made another comment, and it says, Office of Management and Budget is preparing for a government shutdown.
Yep.
And indeed, the White House has put out a message informing agencies to prepare for a shutdown because the Republicans are holding the debt ceiling hostage. So, we don't need all them agencies anyway. Just hey, go ahead, Johnny.
Hey, John, I was just going to say, I heard McConnell saying the other day, he said, well, the Democrats are in the majority, so let them raise the debt ceiling. Is that true, or do they need Republicans to do that?
We need Republicans to it's got to be a bipartisan thing. We have to come together because we don't have because is it a filibuster item or is it got to reach 60?
I'm not sure.
Anybody know? Somebody check that. I don't know. I just know
you
that
don't filibuster. You don't have to reach 60.
No, but to pass a budget. Wait a minute now. I have to stop and think. We're talking about the debt ceiling. Right. This is appropriation money to to allow the Treasury to pay the bills that we've already put on the credit card. And to raise the debt ceiling, somebody check, I think it requires 60 votes. So you have to have the Republicans on board to do it.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. But if that's the case, McConnell said yesterday,
McConnell
they have a
no.
majority. He said, let them
the
raise
Democrats. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's no problem under the orange anus. And let's raise that sucker every time it came up. Not a problem.
Well, the Republicans voted 3 times to raise the debt ceiling under Trump.
Yes.
And that one cost us estimates between $11.5 and $15 million over the next 10 years. I mean, $1 trillion, excuse me. 11 to 15 trillion over the next 10 years because of the Republicans. But they won't pass infrastructure, really? What the shit?
The biggest thing on the debt we got going on is a result of the big, huge tax cut that Donnie gave the rich.
Yep.
That the Republicans voted for. You bet your ass. Yep. It's
Even had Democrats well, the reason they're voting no is because Biden is the president. That's why.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Well, the
Bill,
thing
did you
is-
hear? We got $1 billion. We can just slide that over to Israel because if we're just talking about $1 billion, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Change. Just throw it over there. Let them
And
have it.
there was a bunch of Republicans that voted for that.
Yeah.
Makes you
Oh,
wonder,
yes,
doesn't it?
there was. All of them.
Now, it's my understanding, John, that they said that this could affect our Social Security checks. Now, I get mine deposited right into my checking account.
So do I.
I'm not sure. Yeah, so would that affect us or no?
Social
not.
Security. Now, Social Security is I don't know the answer to that. I'm not going to say because I don't know the answer to that. I don't think it's going to affect your check because those funds are already appropriated for years ahead.
Yeah. Well, I just saw an article in the paper yesterday, local paper.
But
So
if-
it says they're running out of money.
It is. It is
Yeah.
running out of money. It's due to go insolvent in what was it? 2037, I think. I'm guessing. I can't remember. I read a story
Well,
about a story.
They said they're going to be paying more out than they are taking in. It's very soon. I'm not
Yeah.
sure it's within by the end of the year or the next year when.
Well, they keep stealing from it.
There you
why.
go.
Yeah, that's what I
They
said
keep
too. I said
appropriating money
they gotta
from it
take-
for other things, and that's
Well, they
the
got to
reason.
keep their hands out of the till. That's what they need to do.
We'd have to add that to the budget and pay it back. And geez, we can't do that because we're broke.
Yeah, really.
Israel, 100
Yeah,
million?
but we
Oh,
can-
sure.
we-
Not a problem.
Yeah, we can give money to Israel though. They
Not a
need
problem.
More than we
Not a
do.
problem.
Really quick, let's bring Jeremy into the conversation.
Jeremy, how are you doing, bub?
Good, and yourself?
I'm doing well, my friend. Doing well.
I
Hi,
say
Jeremy.
keep with the service industry, even though airlines really aren't that theme. I read today that it's one company owns 3 of our major ski areas here, and they've set up rules similar to last year. I think you have to buy tickets in advance, limited amount of people in the mountain at one time. You have to wear a mask everywhere you go, even in the lodge, to protect both staff and guests. And to get in the lodge, to use the bathrooms and anything else, you need to prove you have a vaccine. If not, you use the portal that's in the cold snow.
There's a tree around the corner. Go knock yourself
Pretty
out.
much. They're slowly closing in on all these mask holes, and it's going to bite them in the ass if they don't get vaccinated.
They have to.
That's right.
The whole anti-mask, anti-vax bullshit, which is exactly what it is. This is not a movement on personal rights or anything like this. This is a political war that these maggots in the right-wing media have propagated. It's kept going to just deny, to give cover for everything, whether it be the budget resolution or anything else that's important to this country. We can't. We're too busy going to look at this video from the local school board meeting, and there you go, some Yahoo
And
screaming.
one more small thing for you. I
What?
nudged Robin last night and told her I heard a rumor that John sent you a song. Sure as shit, she played it.
Did she play it? What'd she play?
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut
All
the
I
fuck
need
up,
is a
bitch.
little
Shut the
sawdust
fuck
on the
up, bitch.
floor.
Bow, bow, shut the fuck up. Shut
Gonna
the
be
fuck up.
sliding all
Bow,
over the
bow,
place.
shut the fuck up. Shut the
Pointing
fuck up.
right at
Bow,
Republicans.
bow, shut the fuck up. Shut
You
the
know
fuck
what,
up.
John? I
Bow,
think that's
bow.
going to be a major hit in this country. That song.
Yeah, I hope so. You know what else I got? I got one for what I think of what they, Republicans. Another one for the Republicans. All these are for the Republicans.
You, simply put, are a short-sighted, utterly useless, oxygen-wasting human form of pollution, a Darwin Award-deserving, selfish coward.
I like that.
Amen.
Amen. Gee, call them what they are, man. They're cowards. They're
You need to
cowards.
get that amen from what's his face, Jim Carmel.
Hey, oh yeah, he's got one.
Yeah, you
Amen.
gotta get
Yeah,
that. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. How's this one?
If your brain was donated to science, science would return it.
Okay, this is not good. This is expired. I'm
Amen.
sorry. This has nothing in it. Thank you. Take this back. Ah, shit. It's what I think of Republicans nowadays. I've watched enough shit, and I'm so I'm a little bit pissed off, really, because, geez, we have the White House, we have the Senate, we have the House. Why are we arguing shit? Why aren't we just pushing our shit through? Because I guarantee your ass, while they're trying to build steam on the other side, they get the opportunity, baby. It's going to be no Vaseline, bend over, here you go. Everything the Republicans want are going to be shoved up your butt.
Exactly. Whether they like it or not. It's like what I said, I don't know why this happens. As soon as we get in power as Democrats, then they fuck it up all the time.
They come in, rob the coffers, and that's it. Yes, Bill.
Yeah.
Did you notice that what the January 6th Commission's doing today?
Trying to get a little information out of the National Archives.
They are intensifying and cranking up the investigation, and they're about ready to release subpoenas.
Yes. As a matter of fact, Donnie's out there trying to claim executive privilege.
That ain't gonna happen.
You only have executive privilege while you're the executive. Once you're gone, you don't have that no more.
Yeah.
That shit's gone out the window, baby. That's why he wants back in so bad, to protect his ass from everything he's already done.
Well, that's because, John, he's a loser.
Bill, yeah, he is a loser. But Bill, you bring up, they're going to release, the commission, which is steadily doing business behind closed doors because a lot of the information has got to be vetted. But when you start talking about the communications between the White House and Congress, these are public. These are not, well, they're not public records, but they are records within the National Archives. Yep. Everything that is done, every phone call is recorded, and for posterity, who knows when you might need something there, pull it up.
They announced today, too, that they had received all of the documents that they requested from the 7 government agencies. They received every one. So that is great news. So,
that's they're going to try to make this infrastructure thing and the budget deal a major news. Ain't no telling what else they're going to try to pull out of their butt to try to detract from this, because this is the anchor around their neck, and this is why we keep having to hang it around their neck, is because we can't let them get away with this shit. You want to learn how to beat the Republicans, speak the truth. It works every time. They don't like that. It's like a cross to a vampire. They'll run from it.
Tell the truth, a bunch of lies, man.
Yeah. What they say about the truth, you don't have to remember shit. When you tell the truth, you don't have to remember nothing. It's just what you remember happened. This is what happened. There it is. There's the truth. And there it is. But yeah, this is going to put a lot in. And like I said, Donnie's already out there trying to claim executive privilege. You can't look at my shit. Oh, yes, we can. He tries to pull a lot of shit out of his ass that he thinks he has the right or the, authority to do.
He's in for a rude awakening.
Yes, he is. At some point, he has to be. At some point in his life, he ought to be held account for something. And if we can't hold him on account of an attempted coup, which, the more and more, especially with these books, and why do they always have to wait till after everything happens to come out with a fucking book about that? It reminds me of what's his name with the mustache, Bolin, all during the whole impeachment. I'm going to write a book. Just wait till you hear me. No, we need your testimony now. How about telling us now what's going on?
Well, you know what, John? I sent you this on your timeline on Facebook. Jesse Dollamore came up. Jesse Dollamore came up with a good episode. I think it was this morning or whenever. How the Republicans, believe it or not, are still wanting to get in office and power, and they'll do anything crooked they can to do it. I don't have the specifics, but yeah, I sent it to your timeline. Check it out. It's true. They still want to overturn elections, and they want to do it as crooked as they can. They're going to.
Donnie Boy right now is trying to pressure my freaking governor, to start a recertification of the 2020 election, to delve into inquiring minds want to know irregularities, that he heard of. And so, let's do like they did in Arizona, like they're trying to do in Pennsylvania. This is not about, this election has been certified 10 ways till Sunday. Okay, it's over with. But this trying to get Texas to do this and what they're doing in Pennsylvania, what they did in Arizona, this is to keep the maggot crowd convinced that there were irregularities. Something happened. We can't trust this election. Well, slap the shit
They
out.
want that. They want that base to be perked
They
up and
want
ready to
them
go.
not to believe in their government. They don't want them to believe in their country. They do not want them to believe in their neighbor. It doesn't matter. The whole key to the Republican Party is to divide and conquer. You can't bring a country together and expect to win if you're a Republican, because that's not what the game is now. The game is that the Republicans, was baby eating, devil worshiping, all that other bullshit that they've tried to feed out there. Well, that's us. They're not interested. Yes, go ahead.
Bill got knocked out.
Uh-oh. Thank you, Johnny Fly. Didn't notice, buddy.
Yep, sorry, I was writing a message to somebody. I had to get out of the room really quick. Thank you for catching that.
Discord left.
Sure.
Yeah, Bill Jones, he catches hell from Discord. What was it, 5 times last time? Something like that?
Yeah, at least.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
It happens.
I
I
don't
live
know.
right on the Cape Fear River, and I get lots of wind around here. And it knocks the
You
hell out
think
of my
that's what it
Wi-Fi.
is?
That might be it.
Either that or
somebody.
maybe you got
Either that or
ninjas
somebody
around
likes-
you cutting your signal out, Bill. They're trying to silence you, too.
Oh boy, I live in a red district. They do that regularly around here.
Yeah.
They try to shut me
Yeah.
up. But,
Everybody around here hates me for what I got to say, but I remind them all the time. Well, isn't that First Amendment right? Y'all scream about all the time.
It's okay, John, because you know what the bottom line is.
Ah,
We're gonna win. We're gonna win, buddy.
we
We're gonna
are.
win.
We are, Bill, and
We're gonna win.
I'm getting more and more
We're gonna
confident of that. We can't be overconfident. We can't be sure. But
It's an attitude.
yes, it is. It's an attitude. You have to be confident in this game,
Yep.
and we have to be confident in your vote, and we have to be confident in the fact that you're going to go out and vote, and that you're going to advise somebody else. Hey, Bob, you think you're going to go vote? No. Well, shit. I'll come by and get your ass if I have to, Bob.
That's right. Take somebody with you.
Take somebody with you.
Amen,
Get
man.
somebody else to do it. It's that important.
John.
Amen, brother.
Yes.
Amen, brother.
Did you know the Cyber Ninja is going to release the results of their fraud tomorrow? Supposedly.
I knew it was going to be soon. I didn't know. I hope it tomorrow. Tomorrow. Well, doesn't that be great
Tomorrow
news
it's,
for a Beard Bud Friday?
4 p.m.
They already put it off once.
Yeah. They didn't have all their facts right yet. I guess they do now. I'm waiting on it because everybody knows it's going to be a piece of shit. Nobody can believe anything in it except for the maggots.
Can I have
maggots.
Michael Noe post a symposium again and get up there and scream and holler about how it's going to be so great and then have a
Yeah.
shit show of nothing?
That's it. Yeah. What was it in the? Who is that? Who you was talking about? Who did the investigation into the Russia thing? And what's his name? Just came back and a whole bunch of nothing. Oh Lord, I don't know. I just had a squirrel run across my head, and since I did, let me catch up real quick because Keith Beal, our buddy up in Pennsylvania, came in with a $5 donation. Thank you, Keith, and tell Kathy, hello, baby, how you doing? Hope you're doing fine, Kathy. Anyway, can't bother them too much. They're a recently married.
You're
They're
talking
still
about
still on their honeymoon.
Did Attorney Dunlap?
Yes, Durham or Dunlap?
Durham, rather.
Yeah, I think it's Durham.
One of the
Yeah, went on for
two.
years. Oh, Donnie's guy sent it out. He's going to get to the bottom of this Russia hoax thing and everything. And we spent a lot of Durham. Yes, Michael Leach, thank you very. Durham. Yeah, it's Durham. A lot of nothing. Gee. Go figure. Who could have guessed? But he had a job for a while, didn't he? I wonder how much he got paid for that.
Really quick, we want to welcome Velda to the call.
Velda,
Hello.
how are you doing, darling?
Oh, I'm doing fine. And to answer your question, it was 60.
60 what?
It takes 60 votes.
It does take 6. Thank you. Thank you. To raise the debt ceiling.
Right. And also the Republicans are wanting them to use the reconciliation to do it. And if they blow that second reconciliation, they can't do it again.
Yes.
So
yes. It's going to be 15 months. If they don't get this right, we're looking at 15 more months before we can. And that puts us right into election year. And are you shitting me? Come on, man. It's almost like they planned this shit.
That's what they're planning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And like I said, to quote Mitch McConnell, he thinks that the debt ceiling is you can get some ransom for that thing. You can get something for it. You can hold it hostage. That's his words, baby. That's what he thinks. Go ahead.
Yeah, John. He said during Trump's era, hey, we can't hold it hostage. We can't do that. That's not good for our country.
Yeah. Oh, when when they're in, it's the patriotic thing. And it is. It is the thing to do, because this is not something that we are debating on whether or not we're going to spend some money. This is money we already spent. We obligated. We told Acme Incorporated over here, we're going to give you the $100 million payment on a Tuesday. Yeah, that's a Tuesday. And Tuesday comes around, the government says, man, I'm sorry, dude. Man, I'm all out of money, man. Can I, doesn't work. We don't want to be that country. We got to pay our bills. You made the bills. Our government made the bills. We made the deals. We made the contracts. Well, then let's pay the people. Let's pay the companies and the contractors and everybody else you said you was going to pay, or our word isn't worth shit. And there's enough of that going on in the world today, thinking America's world ain't worth the shit. We don't need to add to that. But the Republicans are just fine with it. Yes. I'm sorry, I was running my mouth. Somebody would say something.
I think it was Velda.
Velda, I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm still pissed about the $1 billion that they gave to Israel.
That's okay, but the last time they did, we lost our rating in the world.
Yes, our credit rating went down
because they didn't raise the ceiling debt.
Which, guess what, makes the interest go higher on the money that we borrow.
Yep.
You think the Republicans give a shit? They don't care.
No. This is a game. This is a game that it just seems never ends. It's to debate and haggle and talk about and everything and keep us all interested in the fact that, hey, we're working on this problem. We're going to have it. What did Donnie say? We're going to have a healthcare problem and program. We'll sign it in 2 weeks. 2 weeks for we're going. Every one of these congressmen and senators can come out with the whole say, we're working on this. We're trying real hard. We're working night and day. Really? Well, that stretches on for a damn long time, and it's time to bring it to a resolution. Let's make a deal. Because the country can't stand the shit. The Biden agenda is on the line here. This is what we said we were going to do.
Yeah, you know what they'll do? They'll screw it up, and then the Republicans will say, see, the Democrats screwed everything up. It's their fault.
I'm pissed. I'm pissed off at the reasoning here. What is holding up all the benefits for this country is we can't decide on how much money them rich people's going to pay. Wait a minute now, I'm a hard-working man. I know the value of the money that I earned. I don't want no government coming in taking another 2% out of my paycheck. What's that? I get a whole lot more? Well, okay, just go ahead and take 2% if I'm going to get all that good stuff. Yeah, rich people don't think that way, baby. 2% to them? Oh, my God, we're going to go broke, Martha. What shall we do? That's what the Democrats are arguing over. What we're going to raise the top percentage rate to, and what are we going to make the corporate rate? That's what this is about. Not the programs that are designed within the package that for the populace. No, those are all solid things. Those are things we said we wanted to do for our, $1 billion for Israel? Not a problem. Come back when you need more. Anyway, getting back to this infrastructure, we can't afford this shit. You see where I'm going? Tired of that.
Yeah.
I'm tired of that. You know.
Guess who the Chamber of Commerce and the Business Roundtable own?
What's that, Spark?
Guess who the Chamber of Commerce and the Business Roundtable own?
What?
Christian Cinema.
Yeah.
And they came out with an ad. The Chamber of Commerce came out with an ad today against the $3.5 trillion bill.
And that's her people.
Well, yeah, she's gotten like 250,000 from them.
Them and the pharmaceutical companies too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
You think if
that
you
one,
think
the farmers.
Go ahead, Johnny. Fine.
I was just gonna say, you see, what they're putting that commercial out too. They have an older lady sitting there saying, "Well, I have type 1, this diabetes, I think, or something, and I have to take so many medications, and I can't afford." They want to push this negotiation of whatever the meds in Congress, and she said, "Please don't do that." And at the end of the ad, it says, "Sponsored by Pharma."
Yes. That's right. I pointed them out before. That I hate this shit with the one lady that's standing there, and I think it's the one you're talking about, and she starts the whole conversation by saying, "Sometimes it's hard to get my prescriptions, but..." Well, that's the whole point. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you may not be able to get them there, Grandma. You know, what the fuck? Yep. Yes, that it's a sellout ad to the big pharma trying to convince you, it's going to be a government takeover and the government will decide what medication you're going to take. No, your doctor does.
John, you notice they say it real fast. Well, I was trying to catch who was sponsoring that, and they say it real fast, pharma.
Pharma.
Real fast.
Yeah.
You ever notice that?
Yeah. Just like, I love the patriotic ones that the American Petroleum Institution puts out about how getting American oil and gas is the most patriotic fucking thing you can do. If you ain't sucking oil out the ground, well, you must be a communist.
Those jobs are going to go and everything else. That's what they say.
As the future progresses, and if we're smart enough to save this freaking planet, then yes. But I don't believe we're that smart. No, we're going to suck every last drop of oil out of this ground. We're going to burn it up and put it up in the atmosphere because there's a buck to be made. That's,
on that last point, John, you were talking about the drug prices, pharmaceutical prices.
Yes.
Kirsten Cinema is unaware, obviously. She came out against including the price control by the reconciliation bill. She came out against that.
Yes.
And after she did, they showed a Arizona state poll, 81%. That includes the Republicans, I would say. 81%.
If you're talking 81%, yeah.
81% of the people in her state are for reducing the prices of prescriptions, yet she don't want to vote for it. Really?
You would wonder if so many people in her state are for a particular issue, why would she stand so adamantly against it?
They place
figure
her
it
back
out.
pocket. They're one of her biggest donors.
It's one of those mysteries of the universe that we'll never know. That's what they expect us. Because this is bullshit, both with Joe Manchin and Christian Cinema. It's Joe Manchin is stuck in a coal state. His livelihood depends on fossil fuels. Oil, gas, coal, whatever the fuck burns, natural. If it burns, we're gonna fucking burn it. Get it out of the ground. Let's do it. And that's where Joe is from. So a lot of Joe's decisions are based on, like the biggest one. Well, what are you gonna have with this What are you talking corporate tax rate? We can't be, I got buddies that own corporations. They can't do that. Yeah, fuck off, Joe.
Arizona is similar in that there's a lot of retired people there. Arizona is like the Florida of the West.
Yes, it is.
A lot of seniors go to Arizona to retire.
Indeed.
And
Weather.
Those seniors down there, they like discount drugs. They don't like this high drugs.
They're all for that Medicare, the eyeglasses, the hearing aids, and the dental. They tend to think that's a great idea.
Yeah, well, they're right.
And go figure. That's what might be what old people need. Glasses, hearing aids, what? Huh? You know,
I'm
teeth.
confident she's going to get voted out anyway. So
Who could imagine that that's what old people would want? But yes. So we're not talking about, they're not discussing, what's best for the American people here. They are discussing what we're going to charge rich people, rich corporations and rich people. We got to be careful. We can't, we have to save the rich, save the rich. Like it used to be save the whales. Now we have to save the rich. We can't let them lose too much money here.
Well, you know what, John? It's
Oh,
amazing
the hell we
what.
can't.
Well, it's amazing too. I'm not sure if this would fit in, but there's a doctor. Now, I couldn't believe my ears when I heard this. There's a doctor, a medical doctor, that's going around. I'm not sure exactly where she's going around, and she's sitting there saying that, repeating the lies about the vaccine. Oh, it doesn't do any good.
Right.
Did you see that? I don't know.
I
her
haven't
name.
seen it, but I saw the headline.
Yeah.
And I understand they were trying to chase her down and she keeps running away.
She needs to lose her license. Is what she needs.
Yes.
That's irresponsible.
amen, John Fly.
It's because we're knee deep still in this pandemic shit, and we're still having to deal with those kind of people. And you have to ask yourself what's in it for them outside of what you're getting a whole lot of YouTube views or social media lights up, Twitter loves your ass or something. I don't know. Because the end result is you're killing people. Yes.
DeSanto owns shares in the company that does the drugs that they're giving to people with the coronavirus.
Myobiotical antibiotic. Somebody help me out. That one. Yeah, that shit. The I can't say it right now. Monoclonal antibiotic treatments for COVID, which, yes, we talked about this before, because Ron DeSantis, when it comes to the vaccine, hey, it's a personal choice. We're going to defend the right of Floridians to, if you want to get the shot, that's up to them. Consult your doctor. But if you do get it, make sure you get down there and get them monoclonal antibiotics, because hell, that's the only thing that's going to save your ass. You get down there, go see your doctor as quick as you can, get them antibiotics in you. The difference is that the U.S. government pays the state of Florida $25 for that vaccine. Oh, wait it there. Thank you very much. Somebody just came in with it, and it is monoclonal antibodies. Yeah, if they give you that. Well, the state gets reimbursed $2,500. Which one are you? And to be precise, one of the biggest donors Ron DeSantis has is invested heavily in that company.
Yeah, John.
So that's where that comes from.
It may not
and
cure
thank you,
them.
Martha Iris.
Yeah, it may not cure them, John, but boy, it'll stuff somebody's pocket.
Yes, it's about the money. It's not about you preventing the disease, but if you get the disease, if you get if you get the virus, hey, we're making money over here. Come over here and drink the freaking Kool-Aid. That's what they're willing to do. Make a deal. And then those that did do and those that don't, well, we're sorry. Yeah.
I got a breaking news story. It doesn't have anything to do with what we were talking about.
But what is the breaking news?
U.S. officials have formally returned the Gilgamesh Dream Tablet to Iraq after the Justice Department had deemed that it entered the United States contrary to federal law. The artifact had been purchased by U.S. craft store Hobby Lobby in 2014 auction.
Yes. Hobby Lobby is, a little shady on their deals to get, but
Aren't
they're
they
so
supposed
Christian.
to be a Christian
Oh,
company?
they are so Christian.
Company.
They're just like Chick-fil-A, so Christian.
Better company.
Yeah. Well, they're returning it to Iraq.
Yes,
Yeah, that's where it came from. That's where it was looted from when the war happened. So good.
Yes.
It should go back. We're not thieves. And Hobby Lobby's full of shit when they say, "Well, we didn't know." You You know, all that shit that you was buying, where it came from. It just magically ended up in this guy's hands. Huh?
It doesn't say.
It does.
Well, see, justice is sometimes slow.
Crazy.
But, you know, eventually we hope it comes out.
Remember, they looted a lot of antiquities.
Yes, they did.
After the fall of Saddam.
And that's what I mean. You know, Hobby Lobby.
At the same time, they were tearing down that statue, though.
Yeah. Hobby Lobby knew that
all the museums and stuff.
Yeah, that the items they were buying were items that were previously in museums in Iraq. So they knew where they came from, and oh, wow, gee, somebody has them. I'll just buy them from these people, which I don't know where they came from. You know, it's that kind of bullshit that makes you go, really? Christian, you say? Yeah, convenience, that gets you out of a lot of shit, you know. Don't have to serve them gay people, I guess, huh? What?
How about the quiet admission yesterday of Lauren Boebert admitting she used campaign funds to pay her electricity bill and rent bill?
It just slipped her mind. She forgot all about that. She wasn't supposed to use the contributions from her on her political campaign. Rent, you know, everybody's got rent, utilities. What money is just money. Who cares?
It was a mistake. You know,
just a mistake.
Right.
I didn't intend to do that. Yes. You know, and again, we remind you, she just got her GED, so cut her some slack. She probably hadn't figured out the math thing yet. You know, that's the last one they learn is the math. It's always the hardest. But yes, she got caught using her campaign funds for personal items. You know, just another Republican. Lie, cheat, steal, crooks, whatever it is, just get away with it. As long as you're screaming something about the other side, nobody will notice. Well, guess what? People notice.
That's right.
You know.
There are a lot of us that do notice.
Well, you know, we have to hope. We really do that there are sensible people out there in these districts that house such people as Boebert or the Cucumber Lady over there in Georgia's 14th district, Matt Gaetz. You know, these people are the clown show of the Republican Party. And you would think that the people that live in those districts would have some kind of pride that they would not put up with that shit.
Just say there's a funny meme where it shows it actually shows Cucumber Lady sitting in first class in Delta wearing a mask, not complaining.
Yeah,
she gave an interview, and after all the reporters left, and she put her mask back on, and the people in the took pictures of that too.
But they got the one with her out without the mask, so that's the one that's important. Keith, how are you doing, my friend? Are you in the room?
Yes, I am.
How are you doing? How's Kathy?
Standing right here.
Outstanding. How y'all doing? I'm glad y'all took a little time off from the honeymoon here and blessed us with your presence here. You know.
Hey, my honeymooned me last night.
Your honeymooned you last night? Well, aren't you a lucky sucker? Keith, I'd be bragging about that too, brother. If your honeymoon... Good deal. I'm glad you got mooned. It was a beautiful moon last night too.
We can't say anything else to that, can we?
Well, I saw the moon last night. It was a beautiful moon. Well, not that moon, but I saw the moon that was in the sky last night. Indeed, it was a beautiful moon last night.
Very romantic moon.
It was a certain moon. Somebody help me out. It's a harvest moon. Is it what?
Harvest moon.
Oh no.
It's a harvest moon.
Harvest. Oh, okay. See, yeah. Autumn is here, baby.
Moon, right?
Hello.
How you doing? Yeah, it's autumn now. I'm so glad because somebody threw a switch and all of a sudden our temperature went down a little bit. Not much, just enough to Make it
Well, I hope
tolerable.
you never get. I hope you never get that in the teens or whatever you had. That.
Hey. No cussing on here. There'd be no cussing. This is a family show.
Now you have to
fuck
behave.
off with that teen
or I'll
shit.
Hey,
Don't cuss
you
like
have to
that down
behave,
here.
John, or I'll send that cold air right
Yeah,
down to you.
that's what we're afraid of down here in Texas is that shit will come back. And we saw what happened the last time that happened. And guess what? If it happens again, it's going to happen again.
Well, you never had that happen in Texas before, did you?
We never had it that cold down here for that long. No. No, that was,
now you know
that
what
was a shocker.
Now you know what we go through in Pennsylvania.
We're trying to figure out what causes that. What could
If it happens
cause?
again, it just means Ted Cruz' dog have to live by himself again.
It's one of those things that people can still ponder the universe. Why is the climate changing? If we only knew. We'll work on that. We'll debate it. That's an idea. We'll talk about it. We'll form a committee.
That black smoke going in the air. I think that might have.
You know, I told Travis this the other day. You know, Rose's car is broke down. It's still in the shop, which reminds me. No, Friday we'll be able to get Friday done, but Sunday we may have to readjust our schedule. But anyway, Rose has to go to work in the morning, so
just so
early
she
in the
gets
morning.
Her wheels back. So
Yeah,
I know what it's like when you don't have a car, boy.
Yeah. Meet Mr. Uber. Anyway, going in down 37 down Refinery Row, early in the morning, there's hardly a stack out there that is not blowing a full load of whatever it is that's coming out of them stacks. I mean, it's just thick, and there's a big plume of where it has been already. So it's really been cranking out a while, man. It's just because they release those, they do that at night because they don't want your ass seeing that shit during the day. They do other processes during the day, and then at night they turn the big fires on or whatever it is they do, and they start cranking out the and when you just read a story about climate change, or like Gary Atkins puts up something about the EPA, which, mind you, Donnie ravaged while he was in there.
Travis.
You know, it's the answer is right there in front of you. What are we doing to this planet? What is happening here? How are we? Oh shit! Look at all that shit going up in the sky.
Did you see what all the late night shows did last night?
Yes, I did. Very bravos to them. Hooray! Hooray for all of them last night. Because they did.
I missed it. What did they do?
They all donated a little bit of time towards to the climate change, the climate crisis.
Awesome.
Yes, I saw it on. I watched Trevor Noah, and then I watched Stephen Colbert, and they both did it. And then Mama flipped the channel over to, them other guys late night. Somebody
Jimmy
said
Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel, and who's the other one? It's Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, and somebody else. She checked all three of them, and I usually watch Stephen Colbert. But
Bill Maher?
No, he's special. He's HBO.
The Tonight Show and the other show with
it's
the
that
guy
show.
who's on Saturday Night Live.
It's that show. It's the other show with the guy. That's the
World.
one. That's anyway. All three of them last night, including on Trevor Noah, which is on Comedy Central. They all did something on the climate crisis last night. Highlighted stuff, talked about it, and they're going to continue that for a while, which is good. Because where else is America getting their news if not from late night comedians, baby? You know, I aspire for that job. Let me thank Ben Stroud, who just came in with $10 and said, "Oh, good. An update on my father. He had a very mild heart attack, congestive heart failure, and COPD exacerbation. They are giving him blood transfusion and heart meds through IV." Ben Stroud, thanks for the donation, buddy, but more importantly, good vibes to your daddy. If y'all are religious, please send up a prayer for Ben Stroud.
Bill got knocked out again.
Bill got knocked.
Bill got
See,
knocked out.
I'm telling you. See, I don't think it's I don't think it's this
I
cold.
don't know.
I think Ben.
Something's going
I think Bill Jones has ninjas around his house. I think probably a black helicopter, black helicopter
Hey,
coming
John?
in. Yeah. See, you're back.
John, before I get knocked out again, I want to tell you breaking news that just came out on CNN.
What?
I don't watch CNN often, but I just clicked over. The January 6th committee has issued its first 4 subpoenas. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Mark Meadows.
Ooh, Mark
Savino,
Meadows.
Steve Bannon, and Nash Patel.
Oh man.
Man.
That's a good start.
Good
Are
start.
you shitting me?
Well, they announced earlier today that they were going to possibly
See?
release their first subpoenas today or tomorrow, and it is this afternoon, obviously. Breaking news, CNN, it's now on NBC2. January 6th committee issued first subpoenas, Meadows, Scavino, Bannon, and Patel.
Oh,
Yeah, I just
baby,
seen
let's
that
rock and roll. I'm looking at it right
That's
now.
right.
Bill, January 6th committee issues first subpoenas to 4 Trump loyalists. Let's rock
Yep.
and roll, baby.
Yep.
That's
And they
right.
said that there's at least 16 more to come, so I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
Steve
pay
Bannon's
back
knee
the
deep in
bitch.
this shit.
Watch.
Yeah.
Breaking news. January 6th rioter who took beer from Pelosi's office pleads guilty. News, film at 7.
Hey, John, pay
Yeah,
back
I'll
your bitch.
I
aren't
mean,
they?
to tell you, see, this is what we're waiting on, baby. All those people
and
arrested from the Capitol for breaking and entering, pawns, baby, nothing. Here's your meat and
I
potatoes.
couldn't resist clicking back in and telling you that.
Bill?
That's
I
letting
Bill?
us know, Bill.
Bill,
That was
Good,
great.
good news. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
news.
Bill,
Yeah.
I believe if you start checking around, buddy, I believe there's some black helicopters with some ninjas around here, buddy. I think they're they're coming after you
Yeah, well,
specifically.
I'm not well loved by the red hats around
yeah,
here.
yeah.
You probably know.
Somebody's messing with your signal, Bill. You're the only
Hey,
one that keeps getting bumped out on a regular pop like that.
Hey, I thought those red hats retired now since Trump lost, didn't they?
Well, of
man,
course
they
they
drive
did.
around in their in their truck with their Confederate
Yeah.
flags like they're a freaking
Yeah.
parade every
They
day.
ain't going nowhere.
And I suspect that's going to happen the very same day that I start shooting silver dollars out of my ass.
Yeah, ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen. I love that news, though.
Shoot some of them this way.
What's that, Keith?
I said, shoot some of those silver dollars my way.
No shit. If I could shit silver dollars, I'm telling you, I got new buttons. Keith, I got new buttons. I've just found this thing about buttons. You know, you have all sorts of things. You know, because anybody in the Republican Party right now, if they had a brain,
If your brain was donated to science, science would return it.
science would return your fucking brain from a Republican nowadays. Why would you? Don't bring
Yeah,
that
but-
nasty shit around here.
That's right. You have to have a brain.
It's got
though,
Trump
to begin
mold
with.
on it. We don't want it. I am loving this news, really. I got to click on that. Let me see. I got a mouse over here, too. Travis got a mouse now. I got a mouse. I love this story, baby, because this is what we were talking about. This is where the meat and potatoes of the story is, baby. This is select committee. Oh, man, look, don't make me jump through hoops. I hate it when they make you. Never mind. I'll read it later. I hate it when they make you jump through hoops. Well, we got this breaking great story, but please check this out first. Fuck you. I want to check your other shit out. I want to look at the story. That is good news. I can't wait for this because that's.
I look forward to the day, John, when the asswipe supposed to be president gets called before. You know, orange-haired dickwad.
Yeah, Donnie the Dictator.
Yeah.
Yes, I am too. That's what, this is the entertainment I was telling y'all about. Anyway, let me check up real quick because Lady Freedom Rocks, and indeed she does, came in with $2 and said it's 84 degrees right now in Tucson. Ooh, Arizona. That's why come people move there. That's why. Because it's the weather and the climate down there. It's a good dry heat when it does get hot. Anyway, our buddy up in Canada, Gary Spring, came in with 2 beaver bucks. Gary, thank you very much, brother. We appreciate it tremendously. And those people that you just saw go by on that list are Patreon members, which we gained a few, whose names will be popping up pretty soon after the first, I guess, or whatever. And we want to thank them because those donations every month that come in like that, and the a la carte donations that come in through our super chat and through PayPal. Those are what's really paying the bills, baby. And I can't thank you enough. It keeps us be able to be on the air and continue to provide you with such fine entertainment as we have here. And I also want to thank this Blue Dot family, because without it, there would not be any entertainment. There would not be any breaking news, and we would not have such great conversation without everybody in here. Anyway, let me finish up with that because Diana Mallory, bequeather of the Gong and Secret Squirrels, came in with $5 and said, thanks for the wonderful breaking news. See? That's good news. Everybody's going to love that news. And Mega Wet Willie just came in with $5 and said, safest people in the zombie apocalypse, Republicans, because
if your brain was donated to science,
if it was
science
donated
would
to
return
zombies,
it.
zombies would return your brain. Ooh, that's nasty shit. I got that Trump crap all up in it. We don't want that. Margaret, get that out of your mouth.
Should be interesting to hear what Trump has
Thank
to say,
you.
if he says anything.
He's busy right now. He's busy.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a $100 million lawsuit against his niece. That's what it is. $100 million. You betcha.
Yeah.
Let's get her. He ain't going to do
I
shit.
hope they throw it out, too.
He's not going to go through with it. Because for him to go through with the lawsuit, that would open him up to discovery, which means that he would have to sit his lying ass down at a table, swear under oath, and then speak things. Donnie cannot do that. No matter what. Donnie can sit out there, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to sue you, I'm going to sue everybody here. Donnie can't do that. Donnie's hands are tied as soon as somebody brings up discovery, and you got to sit your ass down under deposition. Ain't going to happen. He's going to drop this suit just like he dropped the last one. It's a dog and pony show. It's a big show of, look at me, I'm suing him, for his maggot crowd. And I don't buy into it. It's just another bullshit thing, because he's not going to do that.
Well, he'd be under oath, John, but that doesn't mean he wouldn't lie. That's his second nature. He lies.
He lies constantly, pulls shit out of his ass, so he cannot be deposed. He can't put himself in that kind of jeopardy. But he can make a hell of a dog and pony show out of it, and as a side benefit, delay everything. Just delay everything. Just push everything back. Let him wait years and years and years.
MO.
That's his MO. That's who he is. And we know that. The emperor has no clothes. The only thing is, we have these diehard, born-again, evangelical Republicans who still see the clothes. The emperor is still clothed in a magical cloth. Only they can see it, though, because, freedom. And
hey, I'd rather see Donald Trump with clothes on. I don't want to see him.
I don't want to see his fat ass anymore. I don't want to see the man anymore. Exactly. I want to see him on a street corner with a cardboard sign saying, gee, I used to be somebody, help me, give me $1, so I can drive by and flip him the finger. So, and I try to give to every homeless guy I see. Ask my son. It's pitiful. If I got it in my pocket, yes, I get it. Here,
John, I'll give him $1. His horns, bend over.
Yeah, bend over. I got something for you.
Oh, those horns work wonders, don't they, Velda?
Oh man, I'm telling you.
Yes. I want to switch gears just a little bit.
Alrighty.
There's something that has just pissed me off royally.
What's that?
And that's watching the Border Patrol using ropes and whips and stuff on the Haitian people that are trying to cross over in our country because of the 2 natural disasters that has hit Haiti.
We have a serious problem on the border right now. I do want to point out.
God that those.
I don't think there were whips involved, because what it was their long reins when they use horses for out in the brush. The rein, that's what you control the horse with, the reins. That's a very long one. That's what you see in that picture. It's not a whip, but they were using the horses trying to control the people coming across the border in an improper way. We don't need that shit. And that's just, as Teresa says, barbaric. We don't need that shit. And by the way, Sir Teresa, I seen your picture the other day for the first time. Now I know what you look like. I'm just saying. saw your picture and go, oh, look at her, Teresa Diggum. That's her.
Hey, John, they just recently they temporarily disabled that the riding horses.
Yes, they removed them. They removed
Yeah.
them.
Yep.
And this is a result of a very poor country getting hit with a disaster, and there's it's like when they showed on TV the other day the people crossing the Mexican border from Honduras. The only people they're letting through are Haitians. They're trying to maintain the control of the Nicaraguans and the others trying to cross from the triangle down there. But the problem is there. But the only relief from the problem is here. So we really have to start worrying about other places. It's where the global responsibility comes in of take care of your neighbor, and Haiti is in dire need. The problem Haiti has is a corrupt government, if there's a government per se at all. That's the root of the problem.
People were running away from starvation
yes,
and brutality.
they've got nowhere to go.
Yeah. They don't really, when you think about it, they don't even really have a government nowadays. You know, what are they going to do? Like somebody said today, somebody on the news, when the anchor said, you know, they come back, they haven't been there for a long time. What are they supposed to do? Where are they supposed to go? There's no place to go.
Well, what would you do
Where
for
they
your
eat.
family? If you were in the same situation, what would you do? Well, I know what I'd do. The same thing they're doing. So there has to be a solution, but it has to be larger than just at our border. It has to be something bigger than that. You know, but good luck with that. We can't even get the infrastructure bills approved for this country, much less the infrastructure that Haiti needs after suffering major disasters down there, including earthquakes that just devastated the whole. Yeah, their infrastructure is gone.
Wouldn't the whole world community be somehow involved in helping Haiti
in
out?
a perfect world, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And there have been some efforts. There are some organizations that have gotten through down there and trying to provide what little they can. But, you know, we can't get it done because, what's that? Oh, Israel back for another billion? Not a problem. Hustle off now. Y'all come back. Yeah. If it has to do with weapons and defense, you bet your ass the money goes out the door today. Today. You want the money? Hey, check. There you go. It's only when society needs that money is when we have these debates. Did you see anybody debate the $1 billion for the Iron Dome project? I didn't hear a debate. Hell, I didn't even hear anything about it in the news at all. There's a problem, baby. We got to solve it.
We hear about it after the fact, after they already passed it.
Yeah. Oh, look at there. I'm with David Billings. Helped us show get over 80 thumbs up. So if you're watching, you ain't hit that thumbs up button, please do. It helps. And let me thank Diana Mallory, bequeather the gong, and came back with another $5 and said, I am going as a MAGA for Halloween. Red MAGA hat with a flap that opens up and shows the poo emoji instead of brains. Because
if your brain was donated to science would return it.
I just found that one. I mean, I didn't find it. Tim Cormall sent it to me. Tim Cormall, I don't know. This guy's got a magic wand for finding just the right buttons. And he shares a couple of them with me. And I shared my Shut the Fuck Up with Robin Kincaid, so I'm glad to hear that he was playing that over there. That she was playing it there. I'm sorry. Anyway. Y'all still there?
No.
Okay, good.
Don,
Yes.
the last hurricane that hit Haiti was because it was a superstorm. Okay, those storms are going to get stronger. Water is going to start drying up because of the simple reason that rain air is not falling where rain has been falling. And the thing is, countries are going to be invading other countries where there's more resources. If we don't pull it together and get our act together as a whole world of humans, we're lost.
We are. There's so much that I was just watching the conversation just now about Canada in the immigration into Canada. Yeah, we got things that, Canada is one of those countries that has an open arms kind of attitude towards immigrants. Whereas we have politicians that demonize them, because it's good for their political gain. It's sad, baby.
Haiti has been shat on for centuries because of their original sin of overthrowing the slavery industry.
Yeah.
The world turned their back on them when they did that.
Black country can't have that. Y'all are demon for life. There's so much that we could have done and still should do for Haiti. And we will. As soon as what's that? Israel? Oh, as soon as we can figure out every fucking thing else we're doing. And
you know what? Let's tax all the churches and take the money from the taxing from churches, use it as Christian funds to help out countries that get hit like this.
We could make a Christian tax,
that's a good idea.
And as a concession, only use that money from Christian taxes for Christian purposes, such as feeding the homeless and providing shelter and doing things for the proper
Helping
things
in
that Jesus said to do it with. And that would be all great with them, I'm sure.
That's a good idea.
Oh, Holly, or
That's
what's
a good
that other big preacher? They wouldn't mind that. Are you
Mega
shitting me?
churches, yeah, let's just tax them like the corporate.
Yeah, and like I said, we can make a deal. We'll only use that for social reasons. The way
John
God
Hagee,
intended it.
He's your Texas boy, John Hagee.
Yeah, John Hagee. John Hagee would not mind this at all. Take all the money. Take the taxes. Yeah, go help the poor. Because he ain't doing it.
That's right. Well, you know what? Instead of using it for politics and supporting a fucking idiot like Trump, they could use it for helping out the people that really need it, like in Haiti and all, Africa and everywhere else.
I heard there's a book that describes what they could do with the money.
Yeah,
Some book. I heard about it. I don't know.
They're supposed to be Christian,
King
but they
James
don't.
Version, something on it, I think. Yeah,
Christianity,
some
though.
book. They ought to look into that shit.
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road, John. Actually
You would think
doing
so.
something to help
But
people.
how can you cannot convince me that you're doing God's work from a megachurch that's bringing in millions and millions and millions of dollars, and the preacher has private jets and mansions and all this shit. Don't tell me that you're doing God's work. No, you're lining your stinking lying ass pockets. Huh?
I know right to T where to put all that money if we tax the churches. I know right to T what foundation to give it to.
Yeah.
Habitat for Humanity.
There's a good one. That's a nice, clean charity right there.
That's where Jimmy Carter works.
Yeah. John Martinez, thank you for watching all the way from, oh man, it went by. Wait, Oregon, Central Point, Oregon. Thank you, John. Thank you for being here. Damn, John, you're a squirrel that just ran through my head. I had a thought. Anyway, I've thought about it. Damn squirrels. They come running right through your head.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Out of you.
That's what happens when we get older, John. I get them occasionally, too.
Anyway, you know what the answer to all of tonight's important topics is? Your vote. That's the answer to these important topics. Your vote, how you exercise that. And again, I'm going to do an unsolicited ad for ActiVote, a little app you can get on your phone, ActiVote, ActiVote. I love the little thing. It tells you everything that you need to know from your local school board all the way up to the President of the United States and every bill that's in there, everything that has to do with everything you can find in there. It's a pretty neat little app.
And John, don't forget Aaron Trombley.
Yes, look at there. I did all through the show. I forgot Aaron. Thank you very much. Aaron Trombley's running for town council up in Morrue, New York. That is her Facebook account, so please contact her there and show her support. And then, even better, that is her official Act Blue account. You can go on there and donate directly. Aaron, I'm terribly sorry. We should have run that 2-3 times. As a matter of fact, we have to do some more because, political season's coming up. We're going to start seeing candidates running in areas that we want to support. And that's what this is all about. is that when we all come together as a Blue Dot family, we can actually make an impact in a race, and we can make an impact in Aaron Trombley's race. So you got $1, $2, $5, $100, whatever it is. Aaron could use that, because as we have learned through doing all this shit, it ain't cheap to run a campaign or enter into politics. There are expenses that must be paid. And hey, Teresa Rojas, hola amiga, up in Chicago. I hope everything's going well, baby. What's that, Jennifer?
I didn't say anything.
Well, that's a good thing. Anyway.
Thanks a lot, John.
Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming by tonight and joining the conversation. As C-Dubs W says, blue all the way. That's what it gets. You're going to get your ass out and vote. You're going to vote blue no matter who, and that's how we solve all of these problems that we talk about. But we have to be loyal to that and bring a friend. Anyway, Johnny Fly, I do thank you for coming by, brother, all the way from Pennsylvania. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate you being here, brother. And Jeremy.
Likewise.
Jeremy, we always appreciate when you come by. Keep the conversation going. Thank you.
Always a good time.
All right. Anyway, Keith and Kathy, thank you for coming by and visiting. Thank you for taking time off the honeymoon there, coming by and saying hello. We appreciate it tremendously.
Yeah, well, I'll tell Kathy what you said.
Yeah, well, okay.
But you were not to get some food.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, okay. Have a nice romantic candlelight dinner. I understand.
I don't think she's getting me.
Hey! Don't tell anybody, Keith. I'm setting the mood here, brother. All you had to do is go, yeah, that's what we're doing. See, it would have been so romantic. Anyway, thank you so much, Keith, for coming by. And my best to Kathy.
Talk to you later, buddy.
You betcha. Bill, always a pleasure, brother, from North Carolina. Thank you so much.
No worries, my pleasure. It was. I was very pleased to see that Drake and Minutes come across the TV when we were on, man. That was great.
I am too. I can't wait to hear what the talking heads are saying.
The committee is doing their job. They're
yes, they are.
Penis, man.
And also, thank you so much for enlightening us all with the information that you gave us on the Pentagon.
Right.
We have learned so much tonight about things that you never knew.
Yeah. Well, it's just fun facts, and I got some maybe about the White House and other things up there also sometime. But every once in a while, it's nice to do things fun instead of always talking about.
You betcha.
Well, you know what, John, if I may interject too, it's nice to have Bill joins on for the whole program. I really enjoyed it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Even though Discord doesn't like me, but that's okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check them ninja shit out, buddy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Anyway,
always a pleasure, John. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you more than you know.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon, brother. And Sparky Dunk.
Alrighty.
Sparky.
Yeah, John.
Always.
You gonna make it tomorrow?
I'm gonna try to make it by the front porch tomorrow. Indeed. Wait. Let me see. Oh, Friday. Friday Rose goes back to work. Playing it by ear, I'll probably be late. Okay, I got it.
You're always late.
I am always late. Are you shitting me? I'm always running down the road screaming, wait, my life is up there. I got to catch up to it. That's my life, brother. I'm telling you. Spark, thank you for being here. I'll do my best to get there tomorrow.
All right. See if we see you.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. And Belda Lee.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, baby, for coming by and calming us down. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure to be on the show.
Well, I hope so. We enjoy having you. We enjoy having you. Thank you very much. Anyway, before we walk out the door, Catman56, my buddy Keith, came in with a $3 donation and said, send $1 billion to Israel to kill the brown people? No problem. But deny any help to the Haitians, those brown people. Indeed, wise words, Keith. Thank you very much, brother. We appreciate it tremendously. I want to thank all of you in our YouTube family, our Facebook family, the conversation that goes on in there. I get to try to keep up with as much of it as I can as it goes by, but that is the heart that beats within this Blue Dot family, and I'm so happy to see it all the time. Please jump into this conversation. Come over if you're on the show. Jump in the conversation in the chat and be a part of it. Or better yet, just come by Discord and visit us over in the Blue Room and be a part of it yourself. Again, like, share, subscribe, as they say. So if you ain't hit that thumbs up button down there, get that done, buddy. I will appreciate that a little bit, help along the way. And tell your buddies about it. We appreciate that. Anyway, until we meet again, please take care of yourself. Still a big pandemic. I just saw in the news where I'm on a low vaccination, high hospitalization rate area. Are you shitting me? Of course I am. Anyway, take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Use your hand sanitizer. Still wear a mask when it's necessary. Just take care of yourself because we want you back in here. Anyway, y'all say goodnight to everybody.
Night,
Good
everyone.
night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good one.
We will. And as a final reminder, mañana is Friday, so put the beer on the ice, get ready to put the bud in the bowl, and we'll move into a weekend. Y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see y'all later.